As the conflict rages between Israel and Hamas, tensions of anti-Semitism and Islamophobia are also on the rise across the country. Tom George joining us live from the state capitol with a new push to get resources to protect religious communities that are vulnerable to threats. Hi, Tom.
Hey, Lauren. Yeah, and Governor Roy Cooper believes that this is such an immediate threat that he and 10 other governors have all signed on to a letter urging Congress to take action to protect those houses of worship. This mosque in Durham and this synagogue in Chapel Hill may represent different faiths, but when you sit down with leaders here, you'll see they're both at similar crossroads of faith and fear.
And we've been trying to support each other as we witness the ongoing violence in Israel and Gaza. Some of our members have personal connections and ties to that region.
Not being able to hear from family members, not knowing where they are. So we leave it live.
Both places that the community leans on, also facing a rise in both anti-Semitism and Islamophobia amid the Israel-Hamas conflict. In Durham, cameras cover every angle around the Ibad ar-Rahman Mosque, but some of their worshipers are still on edge.
My wife tells me when I come and pray in this place, she tells me, please pray in the corner. If somebody comes with a gun and starts shooting, as happened in other places around the world, you will not be facing the guy who shoots.
In Chapel Hill, they also have security at Kahila Synagogue, but even before the war, they've had safety scares.
We had a swatting incident where a fake bomb threat was called into our synagogue and we had to evacuate during a Shabbat service. Thankfully, everyone was okay and the threat was indeed a hoax.
Now, Governor Cooper is taking that fight to Congress along with 10 other governors, asking for more emergency resources for public safety at houses of worship, saying, quote, vigilance comes at a cost and we must ensure our constituencies who are threatened by violence have the robust supports they need to stay safe. We must secure the safety of our homeland, especially at its heart, where people gather to find comfort and identity in their faiths, cultures, and beliefs. It's something these faith leaders would welcome as they're more on edge.
People snooping around in their cars, walking around. There was an instance we had somebody spraying something at the door.
So they can focus on their own form of protection.
Not only from the presence of security, but also from the presence of community, and knowing that we have this long-standing Jewish tradition of resilience in the face of times of challenge.
Now, as of right now, that fund has $300 million allocated towards it. If this was approved, they would up that funding so it could be spread out all across the country. Here locally, though, those Jewish and Islamic leaders tell me right now that cannot come soon enough. A lot of this cost does come out of pocket for security measures. They would like to see more of a presence, obviously, but they do tell me that locally law enforcement, both the Raleigh Police and Durham Police, have been cooperative, supporting them in their time of need. But obviously, with the officer shortages, they can only be so many places at once. Reporting live, Tom George, ABC 11 Eyewitness News.